Alright, you can tell this is a different day because of my baby face. Alright, what are we going to do today? I haven't got any plans. I'm just doing random episodes because I enjoy building it. But I really don't know what I do on any given day. I really don't know what I'm going to be doing. Our population has absolutely plummeted. But I've got that kind of thing which I mentioned where it's kind of like as people die and the issues pile up, then less people move in, and therefore more traffic is taken away, and therefore more services can get fulfilled, which then means that then more people can move in, which then causes more issues with the services. So it's kind of like a feedback loop, and I think we're kind of just sort of stabilizing where we are right now. I did just put this down temporarily, and it sent out a shit ton of trucks. So it's kind of starting to clear away some of the area, but really not that fast. So it's not doing too good. But as you can see, the traffic is actually cleared up. Would you believe it? At least mostly. Over here, it's not great, but it's so much better than it was. Still pretty bad over here, but stuff is moving. We had a problem, I think over here it's not quite cleared out, but because I've now hooked up this side, we now have people coming down this way, and now it's going to start clogging up on this end. So that's not amazing, if I'm honest. I don't think I can really make any quick changes to fix that until you give way. I can tell these ones to give way now instead. That probably makes more sense. This is a traffic light, but you know what, I'll make actually a time traffic light just to make it a little bit better, because the time traffic lights tend to always make the cars go through a little bit better. So you go through there and you give way, so you guys can get, no, not that one, you guys can get out of there, just to give a couple little things to help this place move a little bit quicker. I was coming down here before, and I noticed that this looked a bit off, and I thought that maybe I'd messed something up, but I guess it's just that I've upgraded this one, and this one's still the same size. So I wonder if I can actually change this to make it, if I do that, it's a little bit wider, but I think for most of this is okay, and then I'm pretty sure those are about equal, so that should be okay. So I'll upgrade this along here just to make it look a little bit better, make it a little bit more consistent, and that's kind of messed it up there, if I'm honest. Do I have the ability to? I put that down, didn't I? That's kind of annoying. I'm just gonna move it up a little bit. I'm just gonna do that, and I'll actually get rid of this one because I can't fit that in. And then you move up there. All right, good enough. Let's see if this fits around the park area, because I don't want to, obviously I want to have there to be still enough sidewalk for people to move up. Is this going to cause any issues? That's not going to look great, is it? Is there a better one I can use? Because that's that one. Oh yeah, I can use that one just for here, and it's going to look a little bit off, but that's fine. I think I'll just upgrade all of this to 4-lane just for consistency's sake. And yeah, we'll keep that there. Just so that they're equal, I guess. I don't really mind. Either way, what we're going to do, we're going to just do a quick little change here. I'm going to start concreting some area. So let me just get rid of the grass in here, because we're going to make this a little bit of a, going to develop this area. Because again, this center square is going to be pretty much the center of the city. So this is definitely going to be a square. I think we're going to make it look like this. I'm going to make it like that. And I've got a plan for the underneath of this train line. But first of all, I'm going to have to just concrete it up to give myself a base to start with. So I'm just going to do this all along here, and I'll get back to you in a second when I'm done with that. Okay, that has been done. There is, I was scared that these trains were backing up, but they're not. Well, the only thing that is that they take too long, because you can't do like an advanced selection of stops, I don't think. I kind of want, like, I'm kind of having issues because, so I noticed that all these trains are backing up because they're all waiting for this one. I really want this middle one to be utilised more, and I can't do it. I don't know if that's, so I guess because these are two-way. These aren't both one-way. I kind of want the ball both always to come in this way and then come out that way. I'm not sure if that's how you would normally use it in real life. If you want to have these alternating, but for the sake of this, I don't. It's just not really working for us. So I'm wondering if I should change it up, because if I want this one, because I can't make this one come in here for some reason. I think this needs another mod to work properly. I thought this was supposed to change it, but this also says you need the stop selection mod as well, which I don't have, which is probably a problem. It wasn't updated for a while, but I think it should work. So I think that's good. It's okay. I think I need this. I think I need to install this. I can probably I'll probably download these as well, just because, in case I need them, because it says it's required. And then I'll download this, and I think I have to reload the game, which is annoying, but I will do that because we're having issues. So I'll be right back. God, it's hot. I wish I could be shirtless, but for some reason I've committed to, recording myself. So I don't know, I feel like I'd get better engagement, I don't know. Anyway, I've now reloaded. Let's see if this actually works once I've changed my LED so I get better frames. Fingers crossed, will this let me change? It does! Fan flipping tastic. So now that one can go there. That can go there, that will go there. So yeah, I think I'll just leave it like that, and then we'll see if they switcheroonie themselves up there. So you should be able to, I'm pretty sure if I look at this once we go, so can you go from there to there? I really don't know. Can I manually change it? So you can't actually go there from the look of it. I think it only does it on the way back. Let me check, see what this does. So you're going to go out that way, but you're going to go this way, which is not what I want. I want to be both going in the same direction. You're going left, that's what I want. And you are also going left. That's good. And then you change. Are you able to switch there? If I do, okay, we're going to try that. And I do have that mod that allows you to like unlock these center segments, change it, but I think I should leave that because I think I might break it if I change it. So can you get out of here now? Because if not, that's not good. Wait, where are you going? Did you freeze because I changed it up? God damn it. Now this you... So if I... Oh, God damn it. Okay, if I remove you, you can come out this way. You can't move anywhere. So if I remove you, let's see how this guy goes. Because if this guy can now move out of here, then we'll be in freaking business. All eyes are on you, man. Highly anticipated, and this does allow for the cargo rails to now just pass through, which is what the main issue is. That was sort of the main thing that was creating these tailbacks. So we go now, move back out here. All right, great. That's fantastic. Fantastic to see. So I think that should fix a lot of our issues. Although I prefer that you chose your thing back here, if I'm honest. I prefer you did that. Okay, I deleted some trains and that's causing some issues here, but I think that's going to resolve itself. Okay, I think this needs just a little while to just go through and get those trains that I deleted to go to catch up. So I'm just going to sit here for a minute and just let it go, and I'll check back with you in a second. Did I create a turnaround out here somewhere? Yeah, so I created a turnaround out here, so if they are having issues, they can always flip around that way. And there's a turnaround out here, so that's fine. While that does its thing, we'll check back on you in a little bit. You're not stuck, are you? You're just doing your... Come on. I think you are going to go. Anyway, that's making the whole area look way more lively, having these double tracks, so that's great, and that should fix everything there. Let's do some of this here. I'm going to add some more commercial, like that's probably not this one, that's probably not what we're looking for. That'll be very good for a certain situation though, so remember that one. Let's see what we can do. So we'll start with that one, I suppose. I want it to be, oh, that's pretty cool. That's a parking one. I don't know if I want parking on that side. If I was going to do parking, I could probably do like over here. That should be okay. And then we want, does this fit with our style, do you reckon? It doesn't not fit with our style, if I'm honest. I'm not going to say it's very Asian looking. I think I can get away with one of those and then build some more around there. We'll see if we want to keep that. So I have that one there. I'm going to just have to manually move these around to make these look good. I don't know. I know Skylines 2 is going to have some mod features sort of built into it, like Anarchy and that, but I wonder if it's going to have all the good stuff that we need. Because some of these are just an absolute must have, honestly. And I think I'll get City Skylines. Like, I definitely won't finish this series before Skylines 2 is out, which is a bit of a shame, but I'll continue this even after I get Skylines 2, and I'll do a Skylines 2 series on this channel. Can I make this little corner look good? Maybe if I do something behind, which I'll check out in a second. Or I could maybe fit this back here. Do like that. And this little corner's a little bit. You know, we'll leave that corner. We'll actually put a little bin back here, like a little. You're actually. This is built to actually be able to squeeze through. It's like a little weird little quirk of this little area. Anyway, we're using Skylines 2 of City Skylines 2, of course. But I know the Anarchy mode I've heard isn't going to be as. I haven't really got the Anarchy mode, but they got some like traffic stuff that really just doesn't compare to the mods that we have now, which is fine. Like, I'm not expecting the vanilla version to be as good as a modded version that I have here, but it's going to be one of those things that like the mod's going to be out so good. It's not going to matter. But I'm going to try and play vanilla for a while, and then we'll switch over as mods come along. You know, sort of as they. As I need them. I'm not going to just start with a modded save, even though there'll probably be a fair few on day one. But anyway, I'm very, very excited for that. But I'll continue for this for a while. Obviously, I'm very excited for City Skylines 2 as a regular YouTube urbanist content enthusiast. It's like my favorite thing ever to design cities like this. So. Cannot get enough. So I'm very excited to see how the game goes, but I'll continue the series anyway as a highly modded one, and then I'll just try to sort of power through it, and then hopefully by the time I'm finished with this one, City Skylines 2 mods will be in a state that I can switch over to that one, and I won't be it'll be a great time, because City Skylines 2 vanilla will be good, I'm sure, but much like City Skylines 1, even though it's a better base to start with, I'm pretty sure you'll need mods to really compete with modded Skylines 1. So it won't be a day one just simply replace. I'm pretty sure Skylines 1 modded will still be sort of my preferred way to play for a little while until they catch up with mods. Even though my schedule's pretty busy nowadays with life and stuff, I'll try to get as much done as I can. Kind of push that in through there, like that. Alright, that works pretty well, I reckon. And then I'll do an invisible road just up there if I can. Although if that makes it look weird, then maybe I won't. So if I was to do that, you know what, it looks like cars can use that anyway, so maybe, Does that work? Does that look any good? I don't think it looks any good, if I'm honest. Do I have any road that will look any good over here? Alright, I think it's about as good as we're going to get as like a way to show that cars can at least get up here, technically. I think that can be raised up a little bit to look a bit more flush. What if there's any decals that I can do around here? Ooh, pile. Well, probably not that one. It is an invisible road, although that doesn't necessarily mean I can't just like put some lines down and make it kind of look okay. If I just do that, and then it kind of looks a bit off, but I think it works. I think that's an acceptable way to do it. If I just do this, and then this, and then just like that, I think that's a decent way to show that cars can like come along there, I reckon. I feel like that's okay. And then, I don't know if these are functional. They're not car parks, I suppose, so that's okay. Even though they're supposed to be, but that's alright. Even if it's just aesthetic wise, that's an okay solution there. So just need to put some, I guess, some thingies down to kind of make this area look a little bit more realistic and worn. I just like that, if I'm honest. It kind of just gives a cool look to it. Ooh, do I want the red? Do I want the red arrows? Nah, I think that's good. What does this mean? Slow. Ooh. Okay, now I know I'm very ignorant because I'm white and I don't know any other languages. But which way of these is the right way around? This way looks more correct, so I'm going to just assume that let's put down that, and it's Korean, but whatever. Just again, I'm white, so I'm just anything vaguely Asian is like, yeah, that's correct. That's exactly what I'm supposed to have in the city. Just don't question it. Well, I guess we could do like a funky as rainbow crosswalk to make this place look more funky. But I don't know, this doesn't seem like the rainbow crosswalk area. It's kind of a depressing looking area. The rainbow crosswalk deserves to be somewhere more exciting, to be honest. Just put those down for no particular reason. And there, why not? Why not? Should I pave this area? Nah, I think it's good. I think it's good as actually the concrete. Which I think at some point I'm going to change from the cobblestone to just regular concrete. I think that'll make more sense if I'm honest, but I'll keep it for now. I do like the look. Well, I guess I could make this like a that. If I did this one's kind of cool. Bonk. There you go. That one, no, not that. That one and that one. Did I get that right? Yeah, I don't mind the look of that. That actually looks pretty good. I'll just do the thing I normally do where I just kind of add some random props about just to make it look a bit more deliberate. I like to use, just bins and regular back alley kind of stuff just to fill the area out and just look kind of like things are just kind of haphazardly placed there for no particular reason. Some random boxes with a maple leaf on it. Why not? That just is exactly the kind of thing that you would find down the back alley. So yeah, just you put those down. Sure, sounds good. All right, I think that's that little square done well enough for now. Anything that looks too out of place. Now, what I'm going to do for this area is essentially, well, it's not really a surprise. I'm going to pretty much do what I did with this. This is a what do you call it? A network that's a commercial building. Commercial, this one. So I can literally just put this down as a network. Is there a place I can snap on? Yeah, there. And I'll use this one here because that's a square one, so that's going to be a bit easier. If I do it down here, I can just do all the way to there, to there, and then all the way back along. And then I can literally just do that, although can I just have the option if I do bends, I can just, just makes it concrete, but that works perfectly well. Yeah, fantastic. That's super good. I think we're going to have essentially this. I think I could make it a little bit further in. I think it might stick out just a bit too much. So if I push all of these along, so I move all of these up a little bit, and then the same for this one. And then I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the center. So I did over here, I just used warehouses. And then I think that was a, actually made that a, oh, what's going on here? Why is these trains again stuck? Are they stuck somewhere? Are you stuck? Are you stuck? Why are you stuck? Oh, okay, so I think the traffic is, no, the traffic's not getting it stuck. You guys just aren't going. Okay, so the traffic was getting so bad that it was overflowing and getting the traffic stuck. Just stopping the trains, which is stopping the things from moving, which is stopping the traffic, which is making the traffic come to thing. Alright, so that was a whole mess that was causing some issues there. That's not great. This whole situation's not doing good. This is going to cause some problems if there's going to be a lot of backup. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, if I'm honest. Because if you go through and then you cause issues to get stuck, then you're going to stop and then it's going to make the whole thing worse. Because now all these trains have to clear before these will go through, which is not ideal. If I told you guys to go, does that release them? You guys can go now. Come on. I know there's a train there, but that's enough room to like go. Come on. I'm not sure if this is because this guy are waiting. So I've had issues where these just would refuse to work properly, and then they would never go. So these would always get backed up, which might be what's happening here. It's not giving away properly. If I just do that and do that, and then I'm going to have to just recreate it and then hope it fixes itself, I suppose. It's not exactly a good solution over here. Okay, so let's release that junction. So to delete the road to get it flowing, because it's just nothing was doing anything. And now if I recreate it, let's see if it works, I suppose. So I want you guys to eventually, you know, be able to get through at some point. So I guess give it a second and we'll see if once these trains have all cleared, if we get a green light at any point. Like, surely this is working at some point, because otherwise I think I would have noticed at some point and this would have shut down. Like, what was I doing? Over here I had these roofs here for these ones, and that's a procedural object I did there, but I wonder if I can find, I don't know if there's like a roof. There's a roof surface network. That could be useful, that's for sure. Roof surface large. Could I, is there like a, could I grab these? If I wanted a flat roof instead, I could use this. That's good to know. I think there's no wider ones, I'm pretty sure, so I have to just use those. So I always like, you know, it's always good to use a network. It's kind of just neat and kind of handy. But do I want a flat roof for this? You know, because I think people don't do flat roofs because it's, well, maintenance, right? It's easy if just everything just runs off, and especially if we're going to be in a pretty tropical climate. I mean, you do have some things that are flat. I guess it's not unheard of to have that, but you probably want to have a sloping roof of some kind. If that's going to be the easiest way to do it, then I'd stick with it, because it's kind of annoying to have to do it another way. Alright, so that's the network. That works pretty damn well. I mean, that looks pretty flawless. Like, I mean, maybe if we do on both sides and you check underneath, then maybe you can see. But if I do this correctly, I reckon that is frankly going to absolutely be perfect for what we need. Let's see if we can put it on the other side, and if it works out as well, I reckon we can pretty much go with just this. And that actually meets in the middle, so I only need two to make that whole thing work. So that is frankly perfect. So I reckon we can probably just use that as the base, and then we can just have this along here, just like the entirety of this. Like, they've just set up shops the whole way on the underside of this place. I'm just going to do essentially exactly that, and then we can sort of customize it from there if we want a little bit more variety if required. And luckily these two are pretty much exactly the the same size. Absolutely no work to get this to work. Alright, and then we can just copy paste that onto the next one, and I think that incredibly easily is the exact same thing again. And this one this side we can extend it up a little bit more, but because this starts to slope down now, that's pretty much about all she wrote as far as we can do. Even that is too low actually, so we can have to delete a segment about that far, I guess. Yeah. And then we may have to manually place a few, or yeah, I don't know, we'll do something else on this side maybe if we wanted to. But either way, I think that's about as far as these can go. So that issue that I had earlier has caused some bunching issues here, but it's clearing out. But if I find one that's on the, this one's got a lot of capacity, but we've got the trains that are coming to do with it. It's not central number. If I get an external line, you can see this one all full up, and they have a lot of capacity. So we can get a lot more people coming to the city via train, which is what we want. We can add a couple more trains even. These ones only have 2 air turn. You can see right there. I don't know why I bothered to click. So we should be getting more through that way, but and this is going to be bottleneck, but that's kind of what we want. In a weird way, like we don't want it, but we like in the fiction, until we've kind of gotten the city to a better state, we kind of aren't dealing with a rail infrastructure for now. But there are, you can see like the rubbish trucks are getting somewhere, like they are making a dent in here, but because of that now a lot more people are moving in, which is causing these to back up because now there's more traffic and now there's more issues. So I keep talking about it, it's just we're trying to find a correct level where the population isn't going to grow too much until we fix these issues, which is a bit of a pain. So we don't have a lot of these old buildings before, and this like a brand new nice railway to deal with it, which isn't what I wanted. I kind of was thinking I'd do the train lines last, but I have to do it a bit earlier just to get things moving. But we'll find out. We'll see. I think definitely some like quad track stations will do some good, because these are really starting to fall behind. Do I have like elevated bypass stations? So this is kind of what we need to start replacing these with, and this is going to absolutely churn through the traffic that's coming through here, because it's kind of causing a bit of backup right now. Speaking of backup, I think we're having the exact same issue we had before, where there's just no one. The game's just freaking out about who's going here. So if I do that, is that going to work? They kind of started to go, but then they didn't. Okay, now you're going to go. All right. Well, that's not ideal. You're just going to kind of, yeah, maybe creep through. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how that goes. I'm just going to leave that and see if it figures itself out. If I just leave that for now, hopefully that all sorts itself out. Now I just need to do the same thing I've done here on this center section. Just going to do the same thing I did on these other sections over here. Just needs to be widened out a little bit, so it just needs a little bit of an extra touch, but it really won't be any different. If I do that, is that going to do it on the right side? Yep, because it depends on which way you do it. So if I did, I think if you go right to left, it does it the right way, but if I do like that, it does it on the opposite side. So you have to be careful which way you're going to do your network. So that will continue to there, and then I guess along to about there to I think if you go in a straight line, that would be great, but I mean, if that's the best you can do, then that's the best you can do, I suppose. We can always edit this a bit later. If we do the right angle bits first, that's going to help us. But we have to do it, like I said, we have to do it the correct way. So if only this thing wasn't so annoying, huh? Can I start it from that square, please? If I just move it along to there, that's correct, that's good. And then like like that. And that's going to cause issues with this guy. What are we going to do here? Either you deliberately have it behind or you deliberately have it in front. I'm just going to have it behind. It's going to be like a real sketchy looking area. I mean, not sketchy exactly, but you know, it's just going to be like it wasn't exactly planned this way. It kind of just happened, you know. It's just kind of, you know, naturally somewhat developed in like a weird way. These are a bit different. I think I've just got different roads on both of these sides. If I use that one, that'll push back the road a little bit like that. That makes it look a little bit more better. So if I use that one instead, then that kind of helps. But obviously this isn't quite symmetrical, just the way the roads have developed. That's fine. It doesn't, or you know, shit happens with cities. So we'll leave it like that. That's fine. We're just gonna have it kind of how it is. Like I'm kind of being lazy and like not just kind of doing it haphazardly, but I kind of want the haphazard feel to be in some parts of the city, so that's okay. We'll just fix up this and then we'll see what I can do about the roof. The roof, I think we will do the same one here for most of it, but then we're gonna have to do something different in this bit. Find out. Let's fix up these levels because they're a little bit off clearly.